This is the final challenge for Kelly's HR month, and it's a real great one because I've been trying for a little while to create an HR hierarchy challenge, but I couldn't really make it work without the iterative capability in Tableau Prep. But Kelly's come up with a really great way of doing that, so let's take a look at it. So if we take a look at the input data, then we can see that we've got each employee and their position, so on and so forth. We have information about their teams that they're in, and most importantly here, what we have is this kind of team hierarchy, which is all in one string, and we can see how they all connect together. Super interesting. So first of all, we want to calculate the hierarchy level. So we take a look at that employee ID hierarchy, and we just basically want to count the number of vertical bars and -1 from that number. So I thought the easiest way to do that would be to duplicate the field, remove the punctuation, don't remove the punctuation, sorry, remove the letters, remove the numbers, remove any blank space, and then just count the length of that string. So that's what I went ahead and did. So remove the letters, remove the numbers. So just by going to the menu here and selecting the clean options of remove letters, remove numbers, make sure to get rid of the white space, and then create a calculated field where we take the length of that employee ID hierarchy -1, the one that we duplicated, and -1 from that. And that gives us our hierarchy level. Then I just go ahead and delete that other field. Okay, so then we're coming on to looking at the subdepartments of teams. So we need to exclude the executives. So from our department field, which is here, we just make sure that we exclude the executives. So click on the executives and click exclude. Nice and simple. And then we also want in the job title to exclude any administrators. So if I just open that up, then I went to the options here, selected filter, selected wildcard match, and I said that I want to exclude anything that contains administrator. Okay, so we're left with 11 rows after we've done that exclusion. Nope, we aren't, sorry. We're left with 41 rows, sorry, after that exclusion. Next, what we want to do is we want to look in each department and find the second highest ranked employee, or employees, should I say. So in, say, for example, the finance department, then I can see that the hierarchy levels are 2, 3, and 4. So I want to find everyone who's got a hierarchy level of number 3, basically. So I'm going to rank that hierarchy level. So go to my hierarchy level field and go to the rank option here. So create calculated field rank. That will open up for me this visual editor, and I want to rank the hierarchy level in ascending order, and then I want to group by each department, and I will filter then just to the number 2s of that ranking, and then I no longer need the ranking field. So that is 11 rows that I should have by that point. Okay, so now we see that we have this dependent teams ID, and this is going to tell us about our subdepartments. So I'm going to do a split on the vertical bar so that I can just return the team ID without the vertical bars in there. So I do that split, and then I just remove a lot of fields, so I only have the subdepartment team ID and the employee ID. I actually decided to get rid of that employee ID as well before I join it back to my data. So I've got this subdepartment team ID, and I have this dummy field that I'm going to join back to my original dataset. So I join back to all the other employees as well on the dummy field. The reason for this is because we want to do some filtering that Kelly describes in the challenge. So we want to basically, if I open up this filter, we want to make sure that we retain anyone who's got a subdepartment, basically. So if their team hierarchy contains a subdepartment ID that we just worked out, or if their dependent team ID contains the subdepartment team ID, then these are all the employees, these 36 employees who belong to a subdepartment as well as their overall department. So now we're able to join on our teams table to find out what that subdepartment team name is. So we join that on with the subdepartment team ID equal to the team ID. We rename that subdepartment field to be the subdepartment name. Then we join it back to our data, our main data set, so that we have all of the employees, even those who don't belong to a subdepartment. So we need to make sure we do a left join here. So then we just remove all the unnecessary duplicated fields, lots and lots of them there for me. I could have done that a bit more efficiently in another step, I'm sure. But what we've done to this data is we've been able to gather information about each employee's subdepartment teams and subdepartment names. So hopefully you enjoyed this challenge, and thank you very much for watching.